Just give me that boom, boom, boom. Just give me that boom, boom. Just give me that boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got. Just give me that boom, boom, boom. Just give me that boom, boom. Just give me that boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got. Just give me that. Stand to attention. I come to mention. Now we're gonna take you in a different direction. That's the way we rock and make them move them body. We got those over there asking for selfies. This time I got to say no. Don't try to pull down my bandana. Can't let you ruin my show. Then I hear them say, turn around, stupid. Turn around, stupid. Stupid, turn around, stupid. Not turn around. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. Boom, boom. Just give me that. Give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. Boom, boom. Just give me that. Give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you.
Built on the site of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome everyone to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And we're off from Baltimore. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Lamar off the play fake. His first throw is an interception. That's Julian Blackman. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it, opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Straight to the air is Richardson. It's a completion of Michael Pittman Jr. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It goes as a pickup of 37 yards. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
Come on.
From the red zone now. Flush down now to his left. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. Colts don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. On the move, headed right. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
This is Henry on second. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Aguilar, the receiver in motion right. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And the Colts pick it up. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
3rd down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing 4th down, they're off the field completely.
4th down, it's Jackson. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they make the stop, we're going to say it about the 37-yard line. That's a 26-yard gain on 4th down, Brock, and the huge play extends this drive. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Play fake, Jackson. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. 7-0 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. Back to throw, here's Jackson. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Jackson's going to go on 4th. Throwing this back in the end zone. And he swats that deep shot away, but he better not celebrate just yet. Looks like his contact drew a flag. They may still get this yardage.
Man, I caught pass interference on that goof.
Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's 1st and goal. Henry has the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens start to fight back with their first points of this game. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Play action with Richardson. Caught, nice gain left side. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. You've got 2nd down. Thought he had a touchdown there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
They're going to turn to Taylor on 3rd down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. He connects downfield on 4. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Taylor now up the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Richardson on 3rd. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Putting the tight end in motion. Now Richardson on 4th down. This throw is caught. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the 1st instead. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Headed in the wrong direction, Brock, as they take 2nd and goal now from the 13. Trying again, following the sack. He's on the move. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Colts take the lead just before halftime. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. Gay to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts break that tie and now lead by 7.
Ravens 7.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Lamar out of the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge? There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First down throw here from Richardson. He sends this one to the end zone. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Give that tackle to Broderick Washington. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Taylor again. The ball is loose. And they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. Call it 5 yards there. It's going to be 4th and 4. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed. Got him the ball back.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he runs it down inside the 15 before going out. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Motioning the tight end now. Richardson now on 1st and 10. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts double their lead to 14. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. 3rd quarter starts with a run from Henry. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the 33 on second down. Aguilar with the grab. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Colts will set up just a little bit shy of the 40 following the tackle. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens have the football at what looks to be the 37-yard line. Oh my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a third in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
They get it right back. That's intercepted. Picked off Zaire Franklin. And he's going to go. It's a pick six. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Trying to locate it. Oh no, he lost it! And normally that equals disaster, but it gets out of bounds and ends in a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
No, we changed it. What is it? Report! Go. Shut up!
Jackson trying again after the pick. Getting out to his left. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's Ravens football, and they'll look for some points here, but might just be too little too late in a lopsided fourth quarter.
Ready? Let's go, let's go.
First and 10 from the 41.
We changed it.
Lamar now from the gun. Andrews with the catch. And they get this down to the 28. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
13 yards on the play.
First down throw for Jackson. And they pick him off again. Picked up by Jalen Jones. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as they...
Feel like I'm never enough. I say I don't give up, so I keep down low. Slowly coming undone, yeah. I run in circles. Get back, get away. But watch me try hard anyway. It's so fake, self-hate's killing me. I know that I'm not
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go from Houston. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Stroud gonna throw right away. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. And he's gonna be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Schultz is the motion man. Throwing on second down, Stroud. And that ball incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
What can they do here on third down and 7? From the gun, here's Stroud. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A big one there on third down, good for 26 yards. Stroud to throw here on first and 10. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Stroud gonna set up to throw. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Let the fullback try to power it home. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Hardy now with the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Now the first carry for King Henry. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. In motion comes Andrews. We're going to go right back to Henry. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. On third down, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the... So they come to the line for first down and 10. Jackson out of the pistol. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Here's Henry. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes third down. Aguilar goes off in motion. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Jackson now from the 50. Coming open, that's the tight end Likely. And he's going to have a Ravens first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some. To throw is Jackson. And this one is intercepted. Derek Stingley comes up with it. He's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
On the quick, right? Hey, south. 11. Yeah.
Stroud to throw here on first down. He's got it at about the 8. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield.
He's got his big tight end, Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Texans. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Here comes a return from the 3. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. Jackson looking to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Back to throw, Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by him, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. To the air one more time with Jackson. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
First and goal, and it's Henry. He'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the